Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of the Comic Hall. I'm your host, Dylan Lang. This week are comics that came out on April 10th. Uh, Not a lot. I mean, actually, there were four that I bought for my family, three for my daughter, one for my wife. Captain Marvel, Unstoppable Wasp, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Unbeatable Squirrel Girl all came out this week as well. So if you're like those books, they came out this week. I let them read that, so I'm not going to make them part of the Comic Hall. They've already read them. They're upstairs being read right now already, whatever. So instead, we're just going to show you what I got for myself. Got some interesting stuff in here. It's actually triple double week. Actually, more like just triple week. I just like the word triple double. Both DC and Marvel have 3 books that feature the same characters. Something you don't see all that often because they try to spread them out, but just the way things worked out, that's just the way it worked out. So here we go. We also have another inclusion into the Hot Lois Lane series, and that's in this book right here, Batman number 68, which features Batman's nightmare still, but it's sort of the Catwoman's bachelorette type of party. It's got a great cover and art by Amanda Conner. It's written by Tom King with art by Amanda Conner. Let me see. Dan Panosian, John Timms, and Mikhail Janin were all artists as well. So, but mostly it's Amanda's stuff. So great stuff. I love Amanda's work. This Batman series is fantastic. We get to see Catwoman, Lois Lane, and everybody have a great time. But meanwhile, the bachelor party is Clark and Bruce just having a discussion. So now we get sexy Lois Lane and Catwoman nude in a hot steam bath. So why not? Also, you get to see them dress up in Superman costumes, which is sexy also. And you get stripper Clark Kent's. And you get Clark Kent giving massages to sexy Catwoman and Lois Lane. So, gotta love it. So, good series. Tom King is great. Amanda Conner's great. Get this book. The next one, Detective Comics, featuring Batman, number 1001, written by Peter Tomasi with art by Brad Walker. After the celebration of issue 1000, we get right into the next storyline, which introduces the Arkham Knight, which I guess is a character from the video games or something like that, into the series. But kind of a shame that Doug Mahnke's not doing the artwork, but Brad Walker is doing good enough, and we'll see about this Arkham Knight character. I don't know how exciting I am to see him, but we'll see. Finally, we have The Batman Who Laughs, number 4. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Scott Snyder's love of the Joker, but I do like Jock's artwork. And Scott Snyder said this book is a huge part of his plan for the DC universe. So you have Batman who gave himself some sort of drug to take on the evil Joker. And then you have him talking to regular Joker and all kinds of weird stuff. So I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the character, but we'll see what happens. But there's your 3 Batmans. And you can say it's kind of an honorary Batman sort of book, but Catwoman, number 10. Joelle Jones, writer, Fernando Blanco is doing the art. So I'm kind of wish Joelle Jones to get back on the artwork, but maybe she's working on it right now and she needs a little help. But again, you still have sexy Selena. She's always sexy, but that's why I always bring up sexy Lois Lane, because you don't really consider Lois Lane to be all that sexy, but she's been appearing more and more sexy lately as we get into more of the comics. And she's going to get her own series written by Greg Rucka, which might be an interesting one to take a look at. So we'll take a look at that and see. So there's your Catwoman. And we also have Superman. Superman number 10 is out this week. Brian Michael Bendis continuing his reign through the Superman's world. And we got a whole bunch of writers in this one. Ivan Reyes and Brandon Peterson, Aclair Albert, and Joe Prado inkers. So again, you're getting Ivan Reyes, who was doing full pages, but now needs Brandon Peterson to help him out. So we'll see what happens. I've not been too excited about this series, but yeah, we'll see. It's one of these that maybe I just need to sit down and read them all in a row, and we'll see what happens. Hawkman number 11, which is the next to last issue of Bryan Hitch. Bryan Hitch, however, has done every issue of this and is doing issue number 12 as well. Robert Vendetti's writer, Bryan Hitch penciler, Andrew Curie and Hitch inkers. And I think the big storyline ends in issue 12, and then it'll be, Hitch is leaving, and there'll be a new artist on the show, on the book. Don't know who it's going to be yet, but there it is. So, been pretty underrated book. It's been pretty good. Wonder Twins number 3 is out this week as well. Mark Russell and Stephen Byrne. The first 2 issues have been hilarious, and the 3rd issue introduces Gleek, and we get some good stuff there. And finally, another Wonder Woman, is out this week as well. This is Wonder Woman number 68. Wonder Woman 69 is coming out soon. Nice. It's written by G. Willow Wilson with art by Carrie Nord, inks by Mick Gray, art by Ronan Cliquet, and Ronald Flatwood Jr. colors. So we got, again, multiple artists on a book to, I guess, to help get it out on time. And it's continuing the story of all the Greek stuff coming to Earth, titans and gods and creatures and stuff like that. And lots of shots of Wonder Woman with her heaving breasts shooting up to the air. So some nice other female-looking stuff. That's it for DC. Marvel just has 3 books this week, and they're all with the same character, my character, Spider-Man. Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. This is written by Peter David with art by Greg Land, inks by where are you? Jay Leaston. This is a story that takes place in the past when Spider-Man just got back from Secret Wars. So this is a past story, and Peter David's the writer on it, which is great. And I know a lot of people don't like Greg Land's art styling, but I like his art styling, and so this should be an interesting book. This is when he was still with Felicia Hardy, and all kinds of good stuff. So this is just something that happened in the past, and I've always liked the black and white costume, so to have a book about that that's not Venom is good. We also have Amazing Spider-Man number 19, continuing the Hunted storyline, written by Nick Spencer with art by Gerardo Sandoval, which looks a lot like Humberto Ramos's artwork, so you get kind of the same feel, so it feels like you're not doing anything. Again, his black and white costume was put on, and this is like Nick Spencer trying to do his Kraven's Last Hunt, because Black Cat's in there as well. But basically, he's turned Central Park into like a jail, and he's hunting all Spider-Man's villains, or they're hunting him or whatever. And finally, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 5. Again, Tom Taylor writer. I haven't been the biggest fan of this so far. Yildiray Cinar is doing the artwork, and he's focusing on Aunt May having cancer. So he's doing something different. So we'll see. The first story arc just didn't grab me. He's trying more for sort of a, it's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, so he's going to keep like Spider-Man in the hood type of thing. So he's trying to get, so that's another triple right there. So we had triple Batman, triple Spider-Man, and that's it for Marvel. And finally, the last independence we have is Fair Lady number 1. This sounded interesting, so I figured I'd pick it up. It's written by Brian Schrimmer with illustrated by Claudia Balboni. The basic premise is a woman disguised herself as a man to fight in the wars, and comes back, when women weren't supposed to fight in the wars, comes back victorious. But then when she discovers she's a woman, the place goes crazy. But then she also decides to become like their version of a police officer, and she's the first woman one, and so no one wants a woman police officer type thing, so they give her the jobs that nobody else wants, and she solves them. I think they're one and done stories. I don't think they're multiple story arcs. Finally, continuing the Netflix series with Mark Millar, which is Prodigy. Number 5, the next to last issue. It's written by Mark Millar with art by Rafael Albuquerque. This is based on a guy who knows everything and can suck up everything and learn everything real quick and knows everything. So we have that. And again, it's a Netflix Millar team up, which means that eventually it'll make its way as a TV show, movie, animated series, something. That's it for this week. Next week is Easter Sunday weekend, so we'll see what's going on. I haven't really explored the comics, so I don't know what else big is coming out next week, so just you have to watch this and to find out for sure. All right, take care and be safe. Bye.